There we go.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness.
We're going crazy here. Nobody's on. Somebody didn't hit an intro and all, but.
Oh yeah. So, GB screwed me up by wanting to move everything.
At the last minute.
At literally the last minute, so.
Let me check. I'm not.
You're on a completely different video. Good grief.
I know, right? We're not organized tonight.
No.
Started out, Devin didn't want to do this tonight.
You didn't want to do this tonight. I'm tired.
Nah.
I was okay with not doing it.
Let me see. We got 3 people. Trying to get out of here.
4.
So that I can go.
I have to turn off my ringer. And
Oh,
my
you
sound.
can hear me?
Yep.
So we are good.
Yeah, because I didn't check the sound, or I didn't do hardly anything. Not gonna lie. All right. What is that?
Well, I guess I could have left this one. I guess I can go back and let it play.
I thought there was a big black box on the screen right over here, but it just turns out it's the quarter panel to the 55.
Oh yeah, it's pretty big.
I thought there was like a section of screen that was just gone. It's my eyes.
I'll probably keep looking at it and.
What's up? We got JJ. How's it going, bud?
I figured he'd have been up here probably.
Careful.
Let's look at a Camaro floor behind my buddies. Nope.
Nope.
That's a 69 Charger.
Yep.
I'm building. This is my work area right here.
It's because of these lights. That's why it's his work area.
Yeah, I put those in. But this is my work area, so whenever it comes time for this, we move the desk in, and whatever I'm working on either goes over here or goes across the shop. So I'm probably bumping into this. I move a lot, and it's probably staticking. I don't know.
Readjust mine, maybe?
Maybe it ain't. I don't know.
It looks good.
So, but yeah, this is my work area.
John.
And 69 Charger, as you can see, not much left. Roof's over there. Inner panels. I don't know what you would call them. C-pillars, seats, something. Anyways, back seat. They're over there. That's about it.
Oh, the inner quarter structure.
Yeah, yeah. So
there you go.
They're laying over there, and the roof structure. So maybe next Tuesday there'll be a car here.
Possibly.
Possibly. Depends on how much I had to babysit. Nah.
I just finished up a car today, 69 Roadrunner.
We should have put it back here.
Yeah, that is done, ready to go. And I'm working on another one, another B-body right now, 70 GTX. And then I'll be scooting on over to a Challenger, because I prefer the Mopars, building them. Is there a screw under here?
Yeah, Charlie. The Kragers on the 55, on the Tri-5. Yeah, I'm wrapping it up. I don't know if anybody follows my Facebook. Hopefully not. You probably see all kind of crazy stuff you don't want, and then you leave. But I was working on the 55 this weekend. Had the Nomad show up Friday. The Nomad wagon showed up. Yep. I had to pull the frame out from under the Nomad wagon, put up under this 55, take the frame out from under the 55, put under the Nomad wagon, The Nomad left Monday, headed home to Rome. It's getting a Morrison chassis.
I didn't realize it was that far away.
So yeah, it's getting the Morrison chassis, and this one got the chassis out from under the Nomad because this chassis is a whole lot better than the one that was under it.
Yeah, the one that was under it was all sorts of twisted and bent.
And I guess we should have named this episode the 55, because this is what we're talking about. Not really. But the reason I put this body on this chassis before I finished building it is because I didn't have my doors welded in, I didn't have my roof structure welded, and I didn't have the trunk area welded yet. I wanted, since I have no table, no jig to build this car on, I put it on the frame that it was going to be on with new bushings and built the car to that frame, to those bushings, because if I would have built it and finished it out with the old chassis, with the old bushings that were there, some here, some there, a couple rotten bolts and stuff like that, if I would have built it on that frame, and then the owner got the car and went to put it on this chassis with new mounts, all the gaps just
would have been completely...
It could have been bad, could have been good. So we just eliminated the possibly bad by letting me weld it up, do the final weld up on it while it was on the chassis that it was going to be married to.
Yeah.
So
that can relate to the actual cars we do, like with the doors and the deck lids. We want to build them with whatever they're going to keep on them.
Exactly.
Because like with the E-bodies, sure, we've got a pile of E-body deck lids out back that we could test fit it on, but it doesn't guarantee that they'll match the one you have.
That's if you bring your car to us, make sure you bring good doors, good deck lid. That way, when we build it, we use those so that you don't have to do that much body work. We know the body man's got to eat too, so we got to leave a little bit for him. But if you bring us a good deck lid and good doors and we build the car, then it's going to be less work in the long run. Or if you decide that if you send the doors with it and you say, hey, I'm going to put new doors on it, it's best to go ahead and buy those new doors and let us put those doors on and fit the quarter panels and everything, the rockers, fit the whole car to those doors. Every car in the shop, I don't care what kind of car it is, all builds off your door. The A-pillar,
yeah, it's all off the front.
That sets it all. Get your door up there. I tell the guys in here, put your door on, shove it forward, scribe it on the, I had to do a video on it one day. Put the door on there, shove it forward, scribe the top. Let me back up and explain a little bit better than just saying that. So you want to put your door on there. You want to tighten one bolt on the top, one bolt on the bottom on your hinge.
Snug.
Just snug it up, unloosen the top bolt, shove the door up as high as it'll go, mark the edge of the hinge.
The edge of the adjustment forward.
Shove it all the way down, mark the hinge. Then move it into the center of those, tighten the bolt down. Do the same with the bottom. Unloosen the bottom, shove it up, scribe it, shove it down, scribe it, move it back to the middle, and set it and build your car off of that. You also want to make sure that your rocker's level.
Yeah.
Don't go by your door so much just because your door's in the center of your marks and your rocker's off. Don't change your rocker to match your door. Make the rocker gap good at the point on the door that it's supposed to, and make it level. Once you get the rocker leveled out, then you can go on the inside with this thing called the monkey on a stick. I talked about it in one of my videos. You can always push from the floor to the pillar and move it forward, move the pillar forward. Or you can hook some ratchet straps in there and you can pull the pillar back. You can move that pillar wherever you want. There's enough play in there. I mean, 1/8 of an inch up here will close a gap, a 1/4 inch or a 1/2 inch on the door, easy.
It definitely makes a major difference. It was actually, Charger that I had built a couple weeks ago. That because it found out it was wrecked in the front. And that was a big thing we had to do, was basically shove the whole front, the firewall and the post forward in order to be able to get the adjustment and adjusting the door. We got Daniel's asked a question. He said he might catch hell for this question, but have you ever converted a 4-door Tri-5 into a 2-door?
I haven't yet.
Yet.
Always willing to try.
A Tri-5?
I don't really think it would be that hard.
I'd have to see.
I think the difference with the 4-door is, I think, besides the rear, I think you have to move. I think the 2-door, the door's longer. The front door is longer, so you'd have to have a front door, and you do away with the rear door, and you'll have to have that post, the pillar, so
yeah.
the striker plate area. Move all that back. I had looked at doing something, I can't remember what it was. There was a 4-door, and I was thinking about converting it. But no, I haven't never done one. Let's see. I mean, I don't guess you would catch, I don't know why you would catch hell about
asking a question.
About asking to change to a 4-door. Or a 4-door to a 2-door.
Depending on the vehicle, 2 doors are more valuable. Depending on the vehicle.
Yeah.
I know, like with, say, the Galaxy, you can find 4-door Galaxies all day. You don't find very many 2-door Galaxies. What else?
I don't know.
Chevelles. You can see 4-door Chevelles all day long. But the 2 doors, those are going to be worth more.
Yeah, we've actually got a Coronet in the back that's a post car.
Yeah.
And it's the first one I've seen. I know they made them. I don't even know if I recall seeing one in person ever. But it's the first post car, and I've heard of people converting the post car to a non-post car, which looks pretty simple because we got it cut down in the back, and it looks like it ain't nothing but the little post area.
Yeah, the rest of it looks the exact same. It's just that small section. Basically, they took that post, welded it to the drip rails, and then welded it to the door jamb, and that was it.
Yeah, Daniel, about that, people are touchy with mods. I see it all the time, and I've been biting my tongue because I see people post stuff, and I want to get on there, and I want to go off, and I catch myself writing all kind of stuff, and then I go back to delete, and I'm like, nah, it's just not the time. It's your car, man. Do what you want to.
Do what you want. Everyone's going to have different opinions. There's always going to be somebody who voices their mean opinion.
Yeah.
That's just
It's not their car.
End of the day, you didn't do it for them, so.
It's like a lot of these cars in here that we build. There's some things that happens with some of these cars, and it's not my car.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it, but then again, it's not mine. Now, as far as like some building, if they bring it in and trunk floor's rotted, but they say they don't want a trunk floor or they don't want to do this, I'm like, well, I don't want to do your car because we're not going to let it leave out of here. Actually, the Coronet that came in, we brought it in, didn't really look over it, so now we're having a meeting on looking over cars thoroughly when they come in, because this car come in, we looked at it, the guy was only getting a quarter panel, he only wanted a quarter panel, and I can understand if you got a solid car, quarter panel's messed up, you want a quarter panel, the rest of the metal's good, there's no sense in taking it out, it's the original car, leave it. But it came in, I looked at it, and I was like, man, the other quarter panel is bad, it's going to have to get replaced. And then we messaged it, we called him, sent him an email, it was like, man, the quarter panel's messed up. And so we used that, and he said, okay, well, you sure? And we're like, yeah, and I sent him pictures. I mean, it was like thick of Bondo. We sent him the pictures and stuff, and we kind of used up our one-time call and add stuff to your build. Well, I got called back there today because John Wade was cutting down, and got to looking at it and realized that it had 2 trunks in it. Somebody put in a deck filler. The deck filler was done pretty good. They brassed it in. It was a decent job compared to some that we've seen. But the trunk floor was, they laid a trunk floor over a trunk floor, cut the rusted part out, and then they sprayed bed liner on it, so you couldn't really tell. And then they wiped the inside with Bondo. And I got to looking at it, I was like, man, this thing's got 2 trunk floors. So I said, if we send it out to blast, and they blast it, and it's covered in Bondo, and it comes back and it's got tons of holes in it, we're going to have to replace the floor, the trunk floor.
Yep.
I would rather go ahead and get that trunk floor out now so that we can blast inside the frame rails, because when it comes back from blast and we cut that trunk out, we don't have no way to blast and clean out the inside of those frame rails, so we like to do it all at once. So instead of us calling or doing, there's no possible way that we could have really put the tail panel and the quarters back on this car, because the trunk floor, the whole back end right here, you can't really see. Let's see. On Chargers, the trunk floor turns up. On the Roadrunners and the Cornettes and stuff, it turns down. So the tail panel well's on the bottom and tail panel well's on the top on the Charger. So it didn't even have this lip. So there's no way. We would have had to stick the tail panel up here and stitch the thing all the way across here, and it was rusted, so it probably wouldn't have worked out well.
Nope.
So I talked with Craig about it and asked him what does he want to do, and he said we got to replace the trunk floor. So instead of us calling up and saying, hey man, your trunk floor is bad, you're going to have to replace your trunk floor, throwing this out there on him when we should have caught it at the beginning, because after I got up under it and started looking, I realized that it had been cut in. I seen it plain as day. If I'd have put it on the lift and checked it, it was my bad. If I'd have put it on the lift, checked it, I'd have seen it, and we wouldn't have had to do this. But versus us fixing it, making it work with his trunk, and then it leaving out of here, and the body man gets it, and the guy carries it to the body man, and he says, hey, I want you to paint my car. I want you to fix this stuff. And the body man gets there and looks at it or whatever, and he's like, man, what is this right here? And he's like, I had all the metal work done at the installation center. I don't need it. I don't want nobody calling. I don't want no, excuse my language, half-ass jobs leaving. I don't want a car leaving out of here that has stuff like that done to it, and the person it belongs to telling somebody the installation center done that.
Yeah.
So we're going to do the trunk floor for him labor free. We're going to put the trunk floor in. All he's got to do is pay for the trunk floor. We're going to sell him the trunk floor. We're going to eat the labor on it, which is about $800 to put a trunk floor in. We're going to eat the labor on that, and we're going to put a trunk floor in it. And if he says he don't want to buy it, I don't know. We're probably still going to buy a trunk floor, because it's not going to work, and it's not leaving here like that.
Nope.
There's no way. I won't put my name on it. Craig won't put his name on it. None of the guys here at the shop will put their name on that.
Nope.
So let's see.
We got Scott said he's good to hear that we want to protect the business ethics, 100% good product rather than hacking and splicing. Yeah, that's really, we've got return customers, and we want to keep having return customers, and we want to give you guys a good product. So, and then
Jason ain't on here.
Not yet.
Not AMD. And he was messaging us
Yeah,
earlier.
I'm going to have to get on to him.
Because JJ is asking about the Trans Am, convert hardtop to the T-tops.
It just takes a Sawzall.
Yeah, Sawzall. I've seen them. I've seen a lot of them. Moon roofs, sun roofs. All kind of roofs.
I can do that for you.
Convertibles.
I can do that for you. It'll be about $250.
Yeah, $250. He can do it on the weekend at his house.
Yeah. I honestly don't know. I haven't seen I personally haven't seen very many 70s second-gen Camaro, Firebirds, so on and so forth, parts in general.
I was checking.
Oh.
We were doing an experiment on TikTok, and it's not looking very well. So, it's still 2.
Still at 2.
Both of them. And that was probably you that viewed it.
No, I haven't even looked at it.
But I don't know if anybody's seen it. We got the new shirts.
Yeah.
Did we show them?
No, we have not shown them yet. So we've been talking about the new graphics, T-shirts, and hoodies.
I won't unfold it, but I'll walk it up here.
And these are...
Let's see.
You flip around the screen. There you go.
Yeah, that way I can look up here and see. We have the Camaro and the Chevelle on here.
Yeah.
The installation center. I'll go ahead and pop it down.
It's got the phone number, and on the front, just our standard logo. I'm actually wearing a hoodie.
Yeah.
With the same design.
I don't know how he got a hoodie and I got stuck with a shirt. Somebody must be special. But no, this is tonight's giveaway for Adventures of Popeye.
Yeah, when we go to the Adventures of Popeye.
I forgot I had to look and see. Aaron sent the message earlier. I don't know what sizes.
I don't remember.
Right here. She said we have large, extra large, and 2X available.
Yeah,
so whoever wins that tonight can either get 2X, extra large, or large. I'm fixing to walk over here. I got to get, there's Poly Rock. Yeah, I got to get more Coke.
Some more Coke. Why are you drinking? Drink some water. Good grief. Daniel, you're right. It is hard to get a good name, but it's definitely easy to get a bad one. Holly Rock, good to see you again. Go Garage. And let's see. John, you can actually, for the t-shirts and hoodies, I believe, I don't know how you would buy them.
Message Aaron, or message one of us, or comment. Do we got the prices?
I think they're on the display thing in there that she's got. If anything, you can bug Erin by calling her during our standard operating hours, and just bug her about a t-shirt.
T-shirts are 20 and the hoodies are 35.
Yeah. T-shirts are 20, hoodies 35, which I'm sure you guys heard him.
And we have Mopar coming in. They're being designed right now.
What is it, next week or week after, I think is when she said?
I think so. I have to look back. Within the next couple weeks, we'll have the Mopar ones.
Yeah, and we're out of hoodies and we're low on shirts, which we'll be getting more stock within the next few weeks after the Mopars. But yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
adjusting my chair here, getting ready because Devin said he was going to knock me out of it earlier. We was going to do that for TikTok. So let's see. I see Popeye on your desk. I win. Scott, your car is being built here, so you'll automatically get a free shirt. So
yeah.
Our hoodie, shirt, I think it's a shirt.
I think it's the shirts.
So you'll get a shirt with your build.
Yeah.
But since there's only a few people on here, I'll give you a hint as to where Popeye's going to be. That way you can win, all right? He's going to be somewhere right in here.
Yeah, exactly. Are we going to post a link to buy the shirts? I don't know if we have a link for the graphics shirts, but if you're interested, go. You can link in the bottom in the description. We'll take you to a secondary kind of merch store.
Erin's actually watching, so she can comment.
Yeah. Where's she at?
She's right there.
Unreal.
She done commented, so she can tell how to purchase the shirt.
Yeah, but also if you go over to that link in the description, you can go over to a secondary merch store and you can get t-shirts, hats of just the Amazing Metalworks logo if you're interested.
Yeah, we're getting some. I'm going to get some shirts made for the Amazing Metalworks, because any of the money that the installation center shirts, they go to the installation center.
Yeah.
Here, basically, it's not really making much. It's just to get the hoodies or the shirt, get the name out there.
Yeah.
With the Amazing Metalworks, any money that's made from that's going to be going to the channel, so we can buy more cameras. Because I was talking to Devin earlier, and I plan on putting the desk over on that wall where the installation center is, cleaning that area up. And then I'm going to put a camera in front of it, and I'm thinking about putting a camera over that table there, and then another camera out here. So right now we got the camera that's up there, and we have my GoPro camera.
Yeah, that's it.
And we have another camera, but I got to buy some stuff. But they're big, bulky, except for the GoPro. But it just, until I can go live, it's really useless.
The mobile live is going to be nice because, as we've said, we can move around with it. I don't know if we'll be able to do like the intro and stuff, and how I've got the viewer and the.
Well, I think if we start doing the live, like the live or doing any video, we'll still have this set up, and it'll be over there, and we can activate all of it. Typically we're probably not going to really go live, I don't guess, except for the Tech Talk Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
So Tech Talk Tuesday might just stay as talking, and then start getting information on videos, and actually do the videos that following Friday, Saturday, Sunday for that Tech Talk that week. Because really, it's kind of hard to go live. We can go live sometimes for actual work, but for Tech Talk Tuesday, we try to keep it about an hour because we got to get home. We've been here 10, 11 hours already.
11, I've been here.
Nobody tells you got to get here at 1 o'clock in the morning.
If I'm not here by then, I won't be in.
So I forgot what I was saying. Running live, and we're trying to put it in an hour and 20 minutes. Sometimes we're an hour and a half. Sometimes we're 2 hours. But there's really nothing we can do that would not go over an hour. There's some things that we could do live.
There are some small things. Yeah.
But it's also with the live, a lot of people that's looking for that content of how to properly fit their quarter panel on their 67 Camaro. They're not going to be looking at, here's an episode, and they're not going to want to see us sitting here talking for 20 minutes and then get up and do it. When people look for a video on how to, they don't want a whole lot of talking. They want to get to it. I catch myself, I'm looking at videos. I was watching a guy's the other day, and he was talking about he got this car or something, and he talked for like 20 minutes. The video was like an hour and something long, so I just hit the little scroll button and went until I seen the car, and then I backed up a little bit and I started playing from there.
Yeah.
People don't want to see a bunch of talking,
I remember that video.
sitting around.
We were both sitting there waiting.
So I would rather keep it that way. Now, some things I would like to do live. And like I say, we'll still have this set up. It'll be over there, and we'll have a camera right here, and whatever we're planning on going live on, we'll be sitting back here so we can either flip the camera around or just have two cameras, and Devin can cue it up, or he can teach me how to cue it up, and we do it.
Yeah.
Do it live.
Which I kind of enjoy the live just for the fact of it's more interactive. We get to talk with you guys and everything.
I was thinking about it. I'm going to check my YouTube right now because overnight I've gained about 100.
I think last actual number was 79.
834. 834 subscribers, and yesterday I was at.
You've gone down. How did you lose subscribers?
Where? What's it at?
It was at 840 when I started this.
Yeah, see, we lost people.
You done upset somebody.
It'll be all right.
There we go. 79 within the last 28 days is what the analytics are saying. And we'll do last 7 days, 44.
Yeah, because I know last night I was at like 776 or something like that.
Roundabout.
Anyways, I needed 212 to make 1,000, and now I'm at 834. I can go back and look. Oh, well.
I'm looking at all of the channel analytics right now.
834. So now I'm 166. 212 minus 1.
There we go. 835.
So 46.
They're playing with our emotions.
46 in the past 12, 14 hours or so. Because I did it late last night.
Yeah.
I mean, I went and posted on like.
Oh, you posted.
I think that was 76 shares.
Something like that.
And then today I got a bunch of them where the admins in some of those groups was taking it out because it's spam. It's not spam. I only put, I don't care if anybody on the Camaro group sees it. Really. I mean, it's not a big deal. I can still make videos. I ain't really got to go live. And if people on the Camaro groups, the admins that are running it, and they're building Camaros and stuff, and they got people on their group that's needing help building them, I only post it on there for them so that they can get help, and it actually makes their group more active. Because some of the groups I look at, they ain't got posts for 4 days. They might have 2 posts in a week. I put mine on there. People start liking, it stirs it up a little bit, and then sometimes it stirs it up to where somebody goes crying, "Oh, why is he posting this crap on here?" And then next thing you know, they're hollering for an admin, "Admin, you need to get this crap out of here." And then bam, it's gone. So there went your information, and that's why you can't get none of my how-to videos. Okay. Sorry about that.
Daniel apologized, said he lost subscribers on the 4-door comment.
Oh, man. Well,
and we were the ones who caught hell for that, not you. Let's see.
I'm sorry. I'll make it a 4-door again.
Go ahead, leave it.
Man.
We got Josh
See,
in here.
That's why I don't do politics or religion. Because if I did politics, I'd probably lose a lot. And if I did religion, probably lose a lot there too.
Yeah.
So just keep
Those
it out.
are just two things.
I don't care what nobody, who they vote for. I don't care about what anybody believes in. I know what I believe. I know who I vote for. And I know what I like to do. I like to build cars and I like to help people. So
that's all that matters.
Let's see. Yeah, so Facebook are pushing your channel. I hope so. Lots of us. Yeah, I seen that. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody that shares, and that's what it takes is shares. Share it on everything. I think Jason at AMD was sharing Tech Talk Tuesday.
Oh, in every
on
group he
every
was in.
group. And then I was sharing in every group. And as I was clicking on the group and hitting post, I was like, oh, yeah, Jason done shared it here. I'm like, okay, whatever. They'll have 2. So
I was getting notifications like crazy today.
yeah,
because Jason was sharing it in a group with me being tagged in it, and then he was sharing it in groups that I'm in as well.
And there he is. We
There
done
he
talked
is.
him up. Yeah, I wasn't even going to do
tech talking.
I wasn't even going to do Tech Talk today because I carried my computer home because this is my computer and my stuff that's from my house, and I've been trying to. I just seen something that was funny, but
we gotta ignore that one.
So I went home and got the computer. Well, this morning I got up. Aaron's like, "You gonna do Tech Talk Tuesday?" I'm like, nah. I didn't feel like going downstairs. It was kind of cold down there. Didn't want to go down there. Unplug my computer because I have it set up. The wires go down behind the desk, down through the hole in the desk, down, plug in. Like, it's too much stuff. I ain't gonna do it. She's like, all right, well, I'll just ride with you. Because if I'm doing Tech Talk Tuesday, she likes to drive her vehicle, so she's not sitting here till 9 o'clock. She can go head home, feed the dogs, take care of the kids, the dogs.
Yeah, the 2 dogs
So
that are your kids.
At lunchtime, or right before lunchtime, I'd already told Devin, I was like, we ain't doing Tech Talk to do. It's just, he's like, we can do it live from your phone. I said, no, we can't because Aaron done rode with me, and she's going to want to go home, so we're not going to do it.
I was like, all right.
So next thing I know, we got an email from Jason with the new logo because Jason drew the logo for Tech Talk Tuesday tonight. He made that.
It up there.
Huh?
I didn't put it in this.
Well, everybody's seen it on Facebook and all,
yeah,
whatever,
if you guys
where
have
it got
seen
shared.
The post.
So Jason sent the logo, and Aaron's like, it looks like we're doing Tech Talk because Jason's already sharing it. And I'm like, dang.
All right.
I was like, all right, you talked me into it. So lunchtime, I spent my whole hour driving all the way home so Aaron can get her truck. I went downstairs, got the computer, and brought it back so that we could be here tonight.
Unreal.
I was slacking on you guys.
Unreal.
I'm just like so ready for the 1,000 subscribers.
That'll be nice. And see, here's the thing: is this morning I even came in and I plugged in the mic so that they would be charged.
First time you did something.
I know, right? The past 3 Tuesdays, I've been coming in Tuesday morning.
Do we got a clapper on this thing? Is there like a mix board with some clapping? I'm just playing. Devin's, he's always on it.
I slacked that one time. I didn't know what the battery life on these were like, and found out that 2 episodes, they will not go for two episodes. They'll do 1 episode, and about 5 minutes into the next one.
I didn't even talk about my cup last week. My cup. My daughter made this for me. My little Dawsonville Moonshine Festival copper-looking one, I carried it home, and then I left it. And I was like, I ain't got a cup, and I like to have my ice and my drink. I don't drink it with the lid. I just use the lid to keep dust from going in it. But right now there's no dust, so I took it off. But I was like, I ain't got no cup. And then I was like, oh, yeah, I do. When I cleaned out my Jeep, I remembered I throwed it in a bag, and it was laying in the back shop. So I went back there and got it, and I washed it. It had been in there with some coffee and stuff in it. There's still some in the bottom. No, just playing.
Good
I think my mic's super loud, or is it just me?
You're just super loud, because I'm just talking normally. And, yeah.
Well, it sounds like you got cotton in your mouth when you're talking. You're like this. I can talk real low.
Look, I'm a little tired today, right?
Okay, well, I'll talk real low.
All right. Now
Is everybody here?
We'll be on the same level.
Can everybody hear me now? Can you hear me now? Let's see. Thanks so much, Go-Go.
Go-Go said that he pushes the channel through his other playlists and stuff. We appreciate that very much. As we said, we're trying to grow it.
Did I even go to Go-Go Garage?
Yes, we went and we both subscribed.
Yeah, I gotta watch some of the videos.
Yeah, and Jason actually pitched a little idea to me that I might do. We've been slacking a little bit. We've been wanting to make little skits for Popeye and stuff, and we just haven't done it yet. And then we're wanting to do more content for you guys. But for that, we don't have anything to work on to give you guys content.
We will this week, though. This weekend.
Next weekend.
Well, possibly. We've got to get with Jason.
Next weekend, we might be in the process of doing a video or something to upload the following week. That's
Possibly.
what I'm going to say. Possibly.
I'm trying to go back to my low tone now because I see my mic blazing over here and it's hitting the red sometimes.
Yeah, like just right there.
So, street trucks up front. It's actually playing on on last week's episode.
And I'm gonna throw it on the screen. That's this weekend. We're excited for that. So, and I'm also gonna show you guys, with street trucks and whatnot, and GB's been in the Street Trucks magazines doing Project Bernadette, and we haven't really shown you guys anything with Project Bernadette, so I've got a TikTok that Jason made with Eddie, and I'm just going to throw that up here real quick.
What's up, guys? All right, Eddie, AMD. We've talked about Bernadette. You've seen the videos for Bernadette. This is where we're at with the finished product. Two of the stories have already run as street trucks. The actual, the fender patches, things like that. These floors and all that are coming. But here is the actual AMD floor that we did. Firewall and back cab. We're here at the 12th annual No Regrets Toy Drive and Winder, and AMD booth. I had to bring it out, and it's got a long way to go, but it's going to be there. Bernadette 59, and then of course AMD, all for Street Trucks and SEMA of next year.
So
that was
that. Yeah,
that was Bernadette.
that was Project Bernadette. And I see where Jason said live from the Show Off series. I was definitely wanting to get some footage from the Show Off series, and was actually thinking about bugging you, Jason, about how I could figure out how I should do some footage for that to be able to upload. But yeah,
we're gonna try that. Like I say, it's the street trucks this weekend.
That is this weekend.
I'm gonna have a house full, and that brings me to the car. It's being brought down, the '69 Firebird. Gonna build it as a '69 Firebird, but for video purposes, we're gonna build it as a '69 Camaro. So we're gonna do all the fitment of the panels. We're going to start on that, and that way we can have it in here and work on it, roll it out. We ain't got to worry about messing nothing up because like the Camaro that is being built right now, I could have rolled it over here. I could have popped the cowl sides off. I could have did this. But me as a builder, when I'm building a car, I don't want nobody else to touch my car. Even if they call themselves putting it back together, I don't want nobody to touch my car. So I respect the builders, and I don't want to mess with their cars. The car's sitting over there. I could go over there and get it and do some stuff on it right now, but I don't want to because I don't want to mess nothing up, and I don't want to get into that. So when the Firebird gets here, like I say, we're going to do the floor. It's going to get floor, front floor, rear floor, firewall probably. I got to look over the car, see what all it's going to get. And it's mine, so I can do whatever. I can roll it in, roll it out, leave it undone, whatever. I know I got to do the floor because I got to do the videos on tubbing it with my tub kits. Yeah. And I'm going to do a video on actually building the floor.
And of course, you're gonna have your outer panels and stuff. But first off, we got Charlie. He got it. Popeye's on the frame. I'm gonna call that close enough.
Yeah.
As you see him over there. You guys got that really quick.
Yeah.
Like we didn't say anything that we were gonna hide him or anything, and I just threw up that stuff. But and then so you get a T-shirt. Let us know a size. Like I said, we got large, extra large, and 2X. And let's see, Daniel, this is farther back. We accidentally skipped over it. He asked, what builds are you the most proud of?
I guess I'd have to say the Bernadette, because, I mean, there is a Camaro I did. I think it was a 67. A rare one. I can't remember exactly what. The guy had the whole build sheet, everything, and I mean, I had to make some parts for it that don't come on the aftermarket parts. I had to cut in. It had the speedometer cable or something that went through the firewall that was different than any other Camaro. I can't really remember what all it was. So
I remember that.
I built it, and that thing was like spotless, a great, clean car. All of them are. I did build a 69 Charger, my very first one, back before I was the foreman. The actual foreman of the time was out on vacation, and when he left, it was basically sitting like it is, like this one is. And when he came back, there was a whole car. So I basically built the Charger in like 2 weeks, week and a half. Like built the whole Charger, first one. I was pretty proud of it. Yeah. But like I say, the Bernadette has been a blessing since I did it for Eddie. Which, speak of Eddie, there he is now. First time on.
It's about time you joined us, Eddie. Now if only you and Jason will come join us behind the camera.
So, I didn't even know Eddie. I was at Jason's office one day, and I was like, we need to do this YouTube. We need to get it going. We need to do some videos. I need this. And there was this little card, a build sheet rendering of this 59 Apache sitting up on the desk, up on his little bookcase there. And I was like, man, what is this truck right here? And Jason went to tell him, he's like, oh yeah, this guy Eddie. And he goes to showing me some pictures and stuff. And I was like, what's the deal with it? He said, well, it's been at this shop and it's been this and they haven't done this and that. And I was like, man, that's it. I said, that's it, Jason. I said, we need to build that car. Build that truck. I was like, tell him I'll do it. Didn't know Eddie. Didn't know that there was going to be any of this involved. I was just like, I wanted to build this truck. I wanted to do the work. And next thing I know, I got a message from Jason, and he said, hey, we're building the truck. And then like 2 days later, it was being delivered to AMD. I went down there. We didn't even do it here where I got nice tools to be able to do the stuff. I had to, every weekend, pack up my box in a cardboard box, put it in my Jeep, go down there and build this truck. I basically did it like people would do it at home. I plug welded a lot. I did carry our old spot welder down there, and I used it for some of the stuff because I wanted it clean. I didn't want it to look butchered, and my name was on it. I didn't want it to go to a body shop and they, who built this? And they say, this guy, Juby Mays, he built it. And they be dogging it like I was because there was, if you noticed in the video, it had a whole back cab. Well, it wasn't getting the whole back cab. It was just going to get floor and firewall, I think, or maybe not even the firewall. I think the floor and some patch panels. And I got to looking at it, and the person who built it before, who started the build, it was butchered up. And I was like, man, I'm not letting this thing leave out of here, Jason. Not looking like this. My name's on this now. No matter what or who it goes to, they're going to be like, who did this work? Oh, Juby Mays did. And I didn't want it. I'd already planned on cleaning their welds up and spending time trying to clean all of it. But Jason's like, hey, man, I got a whole new panel. You want to put a new one on there? I said, yeah, let's do that. So I ended up putting the whole back half of that truck on. Feel a whole lot better about it. It's a clean truck. You've seen it in the videos. No body work done to it yet. It's going to be at the street trucks, I believe. Eddie can verify it.
I hope so.
So that truck started all this and got me in the magazines, street trucks, the book, the magazine, whatever it's called, the issue before last and this past issue, and probably keep on in there all the way up to like I say, the truck's going to SEMA. I think it'll be in the street trucks booth at SEMA 2022. So we're working on that, and then we found out there's some more stuff that needs to be done to the truck, and I've offered to do that too. So I'm trying to put my hands on this truck as much as I can. I like the truck. I love the guy that it's for. Awesome guy. Him and Jason both. Want to get on Jason's truck, but if it wasn't for Eddie and Jason, I wouldn't really be where I'm at right now with my name and the magazine coverage. We're starting another build. The Galaxy's probably going to SEMA. I know it's going Modern Riding. They're doing the rendering now. We're working on the rendering and getting the sponsors for the parts. So
yeah,
hopefully we get it to SEMA. I know definitely the truck's going to be there, and if the Galaxy don't make it this time, which we're hoping it will, praying that it does. If it don't, I'm going to shoot for the year after with it if Eddie approves of that. But like I say, we're trying, but the main focus right now is get that truck there and Galaxy next.
All right, let's see. Cause you went on for a minute.
I talk forever. I'll let Devin catch up over here.
Yeah. Eddie, Jason, come on next week. Go for it. Although I've only got the 2 mics. Catching up.
Erin was talking about every week when I did the video, she had to braid my hair because that's how it was in the beginning. So
yeah, you wore the same shirt each week and then had your hair braided the same way. And
there's Dave Infinger. What's up, Dave?
How's it going, Dave? Ain't seen you in a while. Jason's putting a starter in his truck. Right now, dude, it's like...
Right now.
It is almost 8 o'clock at night, and it is cold outside.
Eddie said the Galaxy's going to SEMA, so it looks like that's it. Going to SEMA.
All right.
So we're working on the name for the Galaxy. Since it's my dad's favorite car, and he's actually not here because he's having a deacons meeting tonight, and he's missing it. I said, Dad, you'll catch up. My dad's favorite car. He actually sent a message. I'll recall it. I can't remember exactly what he was talking about, but he sent a message one day about the Galaxy, and he's like, yeah, Fred Lorenzen. My dad's a Holman and Moody fan, and his hero was Fred Lorenzen growing up. He said Superman didn't have nothing on Fred Lorenzen. Fred Lorenzen drove for Holman and Moody. He drove, I think, 63, 64.
65.
65.
He
drove the Galaxies for Holman and Moody. He won every year in every model, and then in 64 he actually won in a 64 Galaxy, and my dad was there at the winter circle or something, I think, and he got separated from my grandfather, his dad. He got separated from him, and I think they were giving him ice cream to shut him up because he was crying. So my dad loves the Galaxy, and I love the Galaxies. So Eddie gave me free reign with this Galaxy because he's like, I like your vision, because I told him when the Galaxy came, it belonged to Henry, and Eddie ended up coming up here looking at it because Henry wanted to sell it, and I think Eddie might have been looking for something else to go to SEMA, and whatever happened with him. So Eddie comes in, he looks at it, me and him meet for the first time. Dude's crazy, love him to death. Then he leaves, and then he sends me an email, and he's like, I appreciate all your work on Bernadette. He said, but I bought the Galaxy, and I want you to continue building it, if you will, for me. And I said, absolutely. So Galaxy now belongs to Eddie, and when he was here, I was talking to him. I was like, man, if I had this thing, it'd be laid out, tubbed out, all this, that. And he said, you know what, I like your vision. I'm going to give you free reign on it to do this car how you would do it. And so basically it's been a blessing. So I've been getting my dad, his input on it, so that we can, so that I can build it kind of like my dad would have one if my dad had one. So this car's, it means a lot to me. Maybe one day I'll get one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got too many other projects right now.
You do.
But I do love the Galaxy. My dad loves it. So I'm kind of letting my dad do his vision on this. And it'd be great to see something that you had input on go to SEMA. And also, Eddie told me to name it. Obviously, we have Bernadette for the 59 Apache, so I'm trying to get the name with it, and I told my dad I would like for him to name it. So I'm waiting on my dad to get the name for it so that we can put it with the rendering and we can start hashtagging it and putting it out there. So
I'm excited to get started working on it.
Yeah, me too. We're still waiting on the trunk floor.
We're still waiting on parts.
I actually started, I pulled the frame in Saturday, Sunday. I work all the time. As you can see on my Facebook, I was working on the 55. I stopped on it. I could have went on and finished it, but I was like, I'm tired. I get burnt out of working on the same thing. Galaxy frame it got here last week or the week before last, and I've been looking at it, and I've been thinking about how I want to do it because I'm tubbing it. I moved the frame rails in 3 inches. It's getting 4-link, air ride, all that. So it was here. I rolled it in, took the motor off. We've actually got the motor off, got transmission undone. I think we're going to keep the 390 that was in it. I'm not sure yet exactly, but by the way, my dad would want to build one. He says leave the 390. Yeah. I'm kind of with him on it, but I would like something sick in it.
I mean, I don't see anything wrong with, the older motors. That motor looks really good.
So
I mean, all right, we'll just have to see on that.
Yeah. So I got it off, got the frame in, took some measurements and stuff, took the rear end out, and was going to do it on the floor. And I was like, no, it ain't going to happen. So I kind of made this little table, and then that was the end of it. I haven't done nothing with it. Probably work on it tomorrow night and the rest of the week, try and get it done. I want to try and get it done because I know this weekend I'm going to be busy with street trucks. My kids will be up. The guy that's bringing the Firebird will be down. Jamie will be up. My aunts. Oh, maybe I shouldn't say that. Scratch that. Well, I'm sure they're not watching, but they're supposed to be coming up, and they don't know that they're coming up, per my cousin. So I know I won't be able to work on the frame, and
not really too much.
But I've been so into wanting to work on this car that I've started doing stuff to it until we get the floor in.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much we've got all the chrome. I've laid it out. I've looked at stuff. I actually carried my dad some pieces to it because he wants to make the owner, Eddie, a shadow box for it. He made one for Automail Direct with the C10 in it. So he wants to do that for the car, for the owner, and I just want to get working on it.
I'm itching for it too.
Maybe next weekend we can start videoing and do the cut down on it. I'll probably let Devin do a lot of the cut down because
you don't
I
do
hate
cut
down. So, but we're gonna do the cut down, and there's some roof patching and stuff. I'm gonna do some videos on how to patch rust for panels that you can't get.
Yeah, there is a good bit of roof patching on that.
So let's go. I'll get over here.
All right, you caused us to get backed up again.
Yeah,
Good
again.
grief.
I mean, that's what the show's about, right? Me, right?
You jabber John for 30 minutes.
I'm about to kick him off. I'm about to cut.
Cut. All right. Hey, what are we naming it? I don't know yet. We got.
I know my dad put this. That's and I actually asked him. I don't know how you say it.
I don't know. Don't ask.
Don't ask Devin. Anyways, my wife commented it, and I don't know how to say it.
Lorvan?
Which is Superman's mom, per my dad.
Oh, hold up.
And I asked him, and he never responded. Is it Superman's dad from Krypton?
Yeah, that's.
Is it his real mother, or is it his mother that took him in as Earthling?
Because his adoptive mother was Martha Kent.
All right, so I guess that means galaxy, you know, that it's a galaxy. It's from another galaxy. It's huge because we rolled it up beside the Charger, and if you put it tail panel to tail panel, it is almost as long as the Charger, with the Charger having the front end on it.
Like so
maybe a foot or so.
The Mopars, you know, you have your inner fender structures and your front core support and everything. And the Galaxies, when you take off the fenders and everything, it's just like the Camaros and GMs. They're the firewall, nothing past that. So you put a Charger and a Galaxy side by side, even with the tail panel, and the firewall on the Galaxy is at least to the shock towers on a Charger, on a B-body. And then also it's how much wider?
I think it's like 1 or 2 inches shy of being a Humvee. 7'1" is a Humvee's width. The Galaxy is pretty close. I can go measure. Let's see. I think it's 8 inches wider than the Charger.
Yeah, it's 8 inches wider than the Charger. And
so
trusty
let's
measuring.
see. We're over here. 77 and a half.
And a Charger is
69 and a half.
69 and a half. So it is 8 inches exactly wider.
And 77. What the heck?
Oh, you got that funky tape.
This is
right
that funky tape.
there. Get
Let's
the good
see.
one.
I got this one. 77. So it's 8 inches shorter than 8 or 9 inches shorter than
a
a
Humvee.
Humvee.
Yeah. So it's
8 inches wider than a Charger and 8 inches shy of a Humvee.
that's why they named it the Galaxy, because you're gonna need a Galaxy to turn around in that damn thing.
Well, yeah. So yeah, we got Charlie won the shirt tonight, and he found Popeye. Popeye's hanging out back here. So let's see. Yeah.
Project Biggin. Yeah, that's
Yeah, Project Biggin. Yeah,
Project Lorvan.
I'm pretty sure that's it, Eddie.
The starter's in. Jason said he got a starter in while we've been jaw jacking.
Heck yeah. I knew I could teach you how to do something. We're going to do that C10. We're going to put that big back window conversion in Jason's C10. So
I still haven't even seen his C10, and I want to see it. I've seen Huck's.
you've seen it.
I haven't seen
You've
Jason's.
seen it. He commented it. Let me show you.
I don't think I have.
It's sitting in some of the videos, some of the Tic Tac videos.
The Tiki Talkies,
Let me see.
the knickknacks.
Yeah, I don't know why we've been working on everybody else's C10s when he's
Jason's got a
one,
C10.
and I would love to build it. I would love to help him. He helps me, I help him. That's how it works.
I mean, if not, I'm gonna have to get a C10.
Let's see. I'm going back here to find this chat so that I can go back and look at it. Right there.
Oh, I ain't never seen it before.
You ain't never seen it. That's you right there. 3 spots up.
Hold on, wait a second.
Hold on, wait a second.
When was that?
Your icon's right there, meaning you read
I
it.
see that. I'm talking about how long ago was that? I don't even know how long ago that was. I remember seeing that. No?
November.
I think it would be that. I remember seeing that.
Well, you've done seen all that because your icon's right down there.
That doesn't mean I actually looked at it.
Unreal. So, let's see. Yeah. There he goes. Yeah.
73 to 87. Jason's is 60 to 66.
Yes.
I had a 81 long bed very briefly. Bought it for $600, sold it for 18. I didn't do anything to it.
Yeah, Jason's got the ambassadors that we're going to run on the Galaxy. We're going to run the ambassadors by Detroit Steel with the spider caps and the chrome beauty ring,
all right,
possibly red. Not sure yet.
Scroll.
So, but I know we are going with the Detroit Steel, and we like those wheels. Think we're going to... I ain't going to say, because earlier when I talked about the 4-door, we lost some subscribers. So I know if I talk about what size wheels we're going to put on the Galaxy,
36s.
We'll lose some subscribers. So we'll just leave it at, you'll see it at SEMA.
Yeah.
Or in Modern Riding.
You'll see it in the magazines.
Possibly Facebook too.
Probably, knowing you.
It might get leaked. Yeah, so let's see.
See, I'm not gonna lie, talking about, once we get onto the subject of like the Galaxy, it makes me want to work on something and like do something, not just the metal work that we typically do, but do more, like as we were talking about the frame, and I want to mess with the motor some more.
Yeah, we've been here and we see the same cars day in and day out.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, some of them might be RTs and some might be SSs and SSRSs and all this, but they're still just a body. It's still a Camaro. It's still a Charger, still a Challenger, still a Cuda, still a Corvette. We see those same cars day in and day out, and we never see anything different. I left out the Chevelles. Please don't lose 5 subscribers because I didn't mention the Chevelle. Chevelles. The 55, we don't ever do.
No.
That's been a blessing. I got to work on it.
When I came by Friday, I was, as we said earlier, the Nomad was out front. And I pulled in, and so I typically pull in and then I reverse into a spot. And I pulled in and I went into reverse too quickly and stalled my car because I was so focused on the Nomad. Because I was just like, hey, I like that. And then I had to start the car and reverse. But yeah, we get the metal working on the cars. It's the SS for us. What it stands for is same stuff.
RT stands for Rusty Turd.
Yeah, we see a lot of rusty turds.
Jason said group. Jason, you of all people are a car man.
JJ.
Yeah, JJ, not Jason. I'll say it what we call him, JJ. You're a car man, and you know that cars don't get men names. You name a car a woman's name.
That's a valid point. I never really thought about it.
Even women name their cars women names.
Yeah.
Look at Erin. She has Deborah.
Yeah? Huh.
So, Eddie's saying 390
With EFI.
with EFI. Sounds good, because I was thinking about doing away with the inner headlights and putting in some tubes, some intakes, so that we can run those up, maybe make a nice breather, something like that. Haven't got that far because, like I said, yeah, turbos. Like I said at the beginning, I thought I was just going to be doing body work, and now it's turned into I'm doing the frame, doing the tubbing, first Galaxy, first tubbing. We're actually, my dad's done said that he's going to do the narrowed rear end. We're going to do the rear end at his shop. So that's going to be cool. Going to get my dad's logo on the build sheet, which is going to be awesome. So my dad will have his logo at SEMA.
I need a logo.
You got a logo. You're fired. Yeah, so he's going to have his logo on the build sheet. My logo is going to be on there, and AMD, obviously, because they're the ones that's doing this build, and all the metal's coming from them.
Yeah.
So a lot of metal, a lot of metal.
And then
I think we're going to replace every piece that they make, probably even if it ain't needing it.
Yeah, might as well.
I think the only thing, I mean, we was just going to do from firewall back, but
we were talking about doing a firewall.
But I'm thinking about doing the firewall too, because it has a few spots. We'll see when it comes back from blast. We got to get it cut down, go to blast, comes back, see what we got left, and build it from there. Till then, I'm going to be working on the frame, figuring out all the stuff for the motor and all.
Yeah.
So let's see. Jason said my wife did it. Groot. Well, I don't know where the Galaxy came from. Don't have a clue where it came from, but it looked like it might have grew roots. It looked like it probably was rooted somewhere, wherever it was pulled from.
Yeah.
But I'm glad it was saved. It's another one saved. Maybe one day, maybe I'll get to drive it. Hopefully, if Eddie's sweet to me, he'll let me drive it.
The trick is that
he can't drive it and a '59 Apache at the same time.
That too, but somebody's got to test drive it once the motor and everything's put in it.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to do that.
So, let's see. Devin Fisher, a.k.a. Dusty Fart. You didn't want to read that one, did you?
No, that's what I was laughing about.
DF, Dusty Fart. Blast tells no lies. Correct. I'm back talking loud because I can see that sucker's going red. Oh, man.
Almighty.
So, I don't know. We got pretty good people here.
If Brooke lets you drive it.
His wife. Yeah, so she's claimed. It might be hers. I know I seen on her Facebook that she had a Camaro or something, maybe. I might. I don't know if I can convince her. Let's see.
I don't know.
Project Haley or Stella. I had a Bronco that was named Stella.
Thank you, Scott, for the belated birthday wish. Appreciate that.
You're gonna make this go to his head, Scott. He cried all day because somebody that didn't even work here wished him happy birthday before everybody else did. And I was on my way back there. I had just walked up front, and I was like, I need to go tell Devin happy birthday. I get back there. He's like, see, so-and-so told me happy birthday.
It was Jason. Jason was the first person to post something, and I got the notification. And I was like, God, guys, he doesn't even work here, and he's the first person to tell me happy birthday.
We got him pizza, and he went and played. Huh?
I said, that is true.
And he messaged me Saturday or Sunday.
That was Saturday.
Saturday, and says, hey, you want to go down here and let's shoot up some kids? He was going to play airsoft.
I was about to say, that sounded horrible.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how to even put it. But he was going. His dad was carrying him to play airsoft, and he asked me if I wanted to go, and I said I'll be working. Well, then he messaged me the next day, being nice, just to make sure I didn't want to go, and he said, "Hey, you want to go wax some, shoot some kids up?
You want to beat these kids at airsoft?
Tear up some kids or whoop their ass in the airsoft." And I was like, I'm working. So I'm sitting around in here, just walked next door to get a drink, sitting in here, and he comes pulling in. And I look over and I see a front of a truck, and I'm like, who is that? I said, that must be Devin or something. I couldn't really tell what it was. And Aaron's like, no, it's a truck. I was like, oh. And then it turned out it was Devin. He was with his dad in his truck. He comes in and he shows me his fingers and his side and his butt.
I didn't show you my butt.
He tried to show me his butt today.
I got a massive bruise.
Yeah, and he's cried the whole time. We walked next door, and he's like, oh, my legs hurt so bad. So
I have bruises all over from where these little kids just whooped me at airsoft.
Yeah,
and
he got shot up.
It was my first time ever playing airsoft. I thought it would be fun. And
he knows to wear protection next time.
I walked in wearing a long sleeve t-shirt and pants, and that was it.
Yeah, you thought you wasn't going to get hit. I'm bad, boy.
No.
I've been in the military. I ain't going to get shot or nothing. I got these kids, and these little Call of Duty kids done tore him up.
Man. Yeah,
Now you know why I backed out.
My knuckles are all skinned up from the airsoft BBs. Those things...
Oh, yeah.
They're 300 feet per second.
Yeah, that one there looks pretty nasty.
Oh yeah, that one really hurt. It skinned me completely. And I got bruises, just little dotted bruises all over my shoulders and stuff, which is really fun. I recommend it. It hurts. Wear gloves.
Happy belated birthday. Hey, Scott. How old are you? Yeah, he's 20. Brooke in the driver's seat, me in the passenger seat. Nah. Hey, Jason. Spitz, that's more like it. I showed up in person and wished you a happy birthday.
Yeah.
He didn't even come tell me happy birthday.
Wait, hold on. That was Friday. It was still a belated birthday, but that's okay.
So, Eddie, me and Juby in the 59 with Jason and Huck in the bed. Heck yeah, I like that. Eddie love it. He's
just laughing.
I've seen
the bed. I'm not writing in there. Good.
We're gonna fix that. We're gonna fix the bed.
That'll get fixed.
I don't know what was in there. That was like aluminum. It's a wonder whoever tried to do the work on that thing didn't try and weld that aluminum to the mild steel. But anyways, it's well, I was gonna say it's getting kind of late. It's about that time, but I mean we're having fun here.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
So Eddie, I mean if we're gonna sit and talk, I can get some more drink here.
Unreal.
I don't know. I tried to get some more stuff to run tonight for AMD. I got their little poster set up back there. I keep that so when I go somewhere, I can throw it up. Let's see how you got done on that charger for insurance.
Underpowered customs. Thumbs down.
I don't know what he said, what he means.
I
Scott,
didn't quite understand that, Scott. 836, you've gone back up in subscribers?
Oh, gone back up a minute. I must have said something right. I'm off to bed. Yeah, Eddie says he's off to bed, so.
Off to bed?
And my boss makes me come in early. Jason, why you make him come in early?
I am the first person here each day, as long as I'm here.
I don't understand what you said, Scott. How you got done on that charger floor and trunk. Oh. I still don't know. I think he might be talking about the cornet. How you got done.
How much do you have done on this charger here?
Well, the rear floor is welded to the frame rails. And I have the front frame rails and cross member, torsion bar cross member welded. So I've got to do the under seat pan.
Oh.
And I've got to get the rockers on. I got to lay the rockers up on it. So.
Here, we give them a little, I'm going to turn it.
Well, I would have to move the floor out of the way. Let's see.
Well, I mean, I can't really see past the lift anyways.
Huh?
I can't really see past the lift anyways, but.
Yeah. Let's see. I don't know. I might can roll it back a little bit. If I don't wreck it. Yeah, this is it. Got the rear seat pan ain't welded in yet. It's just laying up there. Got pins. Pins go in, come out the bottom. It's got to be lined up. But right now I was working on the inner rockers. So the inner rockers will go on. Yeah, somewhere. The inner rockers will go on, and we have a measurement that goes from the inside of the torsion cross bar to the front hole right here, which is 13.5. So this will go up there. I'll pull my tape measure to the center of this hole, 13.5. I'll set it, put me a clamp on it, whatever. I'll build the car tonight. Put me a clamp on it, and then my tape measure right here. This and this bar is what we use. So pull a measurement, 9.5, or it's 9. It should be 9.25. So I'm just going to have to work it up a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, and then I'm going to come back here and do the same. Right now it's at 9 1/8. It's the same as the front. It's level. Car would build where it's sitting right now. I guess that's luck. Let's see how close I came with the front. 13.25. So I'm a 1/4 inch off on that just for throwing it up there. But that's basically what we do. Put it up there, do the same on the opposite side. And once that gets set, that'll set my firewall, and it'll set my floor in here. Get the front end mocked up, pull all the measurements. We pull measurements off the front hole up here to the A-pillar, to the top hinge bolt and the lower hinge bolt, and build it. I kind of like this. This is the first time we've actually came out here and did a little bit of stuff. So I think we could get used to this. It'd probably work. I could basically build the car, and then Devin could sit behind the camera the whole time.
Yeah, I've got a face for radio anyways.
But no, we'll get some stuff like this, and we'll let Devin do some, and I'll get back there and work the camera, and he'll build and explain, and vice versa. So
I don't know if I should trust you with the camera. You
Probably
might be
not.
focusing on like trying to go look up my nose or something.
Charlie said critical information going on now. Once we start assembly on the 59, we'll do this at my house in the garage. Let's see ya, Eddie. Later, Eddie. Later, fellas. See you Saturday, Devin. Want to work the show, make a couple bucks.
What is a couple bucks? Because I may actually be interested in that.
To the right, how much? Let's see. Boss, heard that. He's mean. How much you got done on that charger? Okay. If you're right, how much is welded up so far? Right now, just the rear trunk pan is welded. Drop-offs, trunk floor extensions, they're not welded, they're clamped. Seat pan's not welded. Shock mount cross member is welded in. Leaf spring hangers are welded in, and the rear spring hangers are welded in. Front end's welded. The shock towers are tacked, but they're pretty much where they're going to go. Going to have to weld them out, but I like to wait till I get the front end built just to make sure. But they're pretty much where they're going to go. So
Scott said, "That's cool, man. Sorry you didn't understand my country talk."
Yeah. So let's see. Start assembly at my house. Critical information now. Pay attention, class. So yeah, I can't wait to get the Firebird here, and we can actually do this. We can. I think it would work great.
I told you we could definitely.
Definitely like get the camera set up, get Devin in, help me, and make it happen.
What would be nice is if I had a gimbal. Because
yes.
Then it would be nice, smooth movements, all that.
We spot weld, but if you see the brown, like, let me take this back off. I don't know if you can see it, can you? Maybe you can see that front one.
I don't know.
But you can see this red color here.
Hold on.
This is
got a trick to this.
the Medallion etch weld primer. So where are we at? Let me look here. All right, so we're on this.
Yeah.
So where I grind it, I use a Scotch-Brite buffing pad, whatever, on the die grinder, like this, and don't do it with my hand. Put it on a air tool. Clean it off. Do the same here, where it's going to meet, where it's going to get welded, and we'll see. Look at my painting skills. They're bomb, ain't they? Etch weld primer on there. The two surfaces meet, and it'll weld through. Obviously, I got to grind the back, clean it off so that the spot welder will connect, and do the same for the rear right here. And I've actually put these screws in here, and I didn't clean up under it, and this gets spot welded. So I've got to undo this. It's two-part inner rocker. Clean that area, clean all four sides, and put it back together, put some etch weld in there, and then this will get welded later on once I verify that this is the proper length. 77 3/4 is the length. I don't do many charger or B-bodies, a lot of Camaros and stuff, but I do build them. I build all. So measurements take a minute. But that's it. Like I say, I really want to get this car in here and start making videos like this, because this is what I enjoy doing. Enjoy teaching people how to do this. Even though this is the business that we're in, we're here to have people bring us cars to build. But in turn, we like to help people like you guys, build your cars, make it happen. Most of the time, ends up coming to us anyways. So
Yeah. I think what we should do is, because we've got this is basically a fresh build for you, and they're seeing it. And I think next week, next Tech Talk Tuesday, I couldn't get that out for some reason. We put the charger here again because we tend to move everything around when we set up.
Well, next week, this will not be here, hopefully. Or it might be here. It's just going to be moved up.
Yeah.
The Galaxy's going in this place at some point, but not to say that it can't move out. But like Devin says, I think we might try and clean up in here.
Well, I was thinking if we have this in the background for the Tech Talk, that would be nice because they seem to be interested in seeing. It'll show the progress of the build.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, it'll be once a week, but I think you guys might enjoy that to see how we just start out, especially basically a complete build for a B body, and next week it might even have quarters on it. We'll have to see. Let's see, read some of these real quick. Go, the DJI works well. It's got a gimbal.
That's why we sell hoodies and merchandise so that we can make money to buy gimbals and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
We're broke. We paycheck to paycheck. We're low budget builds here.
I screwed myself right after Thanksgiving. I forgot about the hours for that week, and then I went Black Friday shopping for the first time. And I spent too much money because it was the first time Black Friday shopping, and I found shop lights like these at Walmart for like $14 a piece. So I grabbed like 5 or 6 of them, and then I got a pressure washer because my car needed a bath. But yeah. All right. Let's see. Yeah, too bad Craig doesn't have a live feed to your shop. That would be cool to see. Yeah, Sky, like GB was saying earlier about TikTok is also you got to have 1,000 followers because TikTok, he could go live and just set his phone to the side, and that's what he's wanting to do today. That way, if you guys wanted, you could go to TikTok and just see him either goofing off or actually welding on something.
Yeah, I went on there this morning, and I was like going to set it up because I look at TikTok sometimes and I see people just like Amazon riding around with their camera, watching them put boxes in there, and then you look at how many people's viewing it, and it's like 2,000 or 3,000 people watching these people just ride around and put boxes on the shelf. I'm like, what the heck? People ain't got nothing better to do. I mean, I see them doing the little ball bounce things and the cup swirl, throwing cups and pool balls on a treadmill, and like people's like paying these people big money, sitting there because you can do like tips and gifts and stuff and do it like we could probably do it on here where people donate and it pops up and you get like #1 donator or whatever.
Yeah, I could probably figure out how to set that up. But I mean,
I really don't care. I'm not here to try and make money by any means. I work. If you want to donate, like I say, it's cool. It's going to go to the show to put content out there, parts, because a lot of parts I can't get everything for free. Like Dynacorn stuff, some of the parts for Camaros that AMD don't make. There's Dynacorn parts that are made that AMD don't make, and I have to buy those out of my pocket. Now, AMD, Jason over at AMD, he'll help me out. He'll get me the parts that I need. That he can from AMD.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about it this morning. I was like, man, I'm just going to play around with TikTok and see how many people would actually view me in here working. So I was going to set my phone over there with the TikTok playing live, and it told me, can't go live unless you got 1,000 followers. I was like, what is it with 1,000 people? I mean, I could do it with YouTube.
If you had 1,000 subscribers.
Well, actually, I can't do it until I get 1,000 subscribers, which is coming.
We're close.
But Facebook will let you do live.
Yeah, Facebook would.
So, I mean, I could go on my Facebook and set the camera up there, but when people comment, I like to respond instead of just leaving them on where their comments going up there and I don't see it. But I can't sit here and build a car and walk over there and read comments all day long. So I was like, man, it'd be nice if I had a big TV like hanging on the wall and I could work and I look over there and I see a comment while I'm working and be like, and then answer the question like with a mic. But it's so loud in here. You got Devin over there beating and banging with a hammer, and you got John Wade over there with the air chisel, and then you got Brandon over here with a die grinder. We wear earbuds all day, listen to audio books. There's nothing in the world that I would want more than to be able to talk to you guys all day while I build. But it's not.
Yeah.
Maybe one day they'll have it to where I can hook some things to my head and I can think it and be like, all right, so you do this, and not have to actually speak it out, and it just transmits and y'all can receive what I'm talking about and I can get it back. But until then, we got to do it this way. We got to wait till everybody's gone and build.
Aaron said if it was a genuine live feed, oh, the noises that they would hear.
Oh, yeah. Woo! That's one of them. Erin likes to hear that, and she can hear it inside. Let's see.
No sound, just video. Yeah.
We appreciate
that
what
would be
y'all
best.
doing. Let's see. I don't think it would hurt your business. Too bad Craig doesn't have a live feed to your shop. That would be cool to see. Like I said, I can do the live. I can set it up Facebook right now, but I would rather it go on YouTube. But then again, I'm kind of iffy about it on YouTube because if it's just running a live feed and you see somebody runs across the channel and the first video they click on is a live feed of no sound, no nothing, just somebody walking around in the shop working, chances are they're probably not going to look at any other videos and they're not going to subscribe. So I'm kind of like iffy on putting stuff out there like that. But then again, I guess once I get 1,000 subscribers, I don't really care as long as I keep 1,000 subscribers. Like I say, the only when you get millions of subscribers and stuff like that, and everybody thinks you get paid this ungodly amount of money, it's not true.
No.
Yeah, you got to have thousands and thousands and thousands of subscribers.
So of course, once you hit 1,000 subscribers, you get more options with the YouTube stuff. And then once you hit 100,000 subscribers, YouTube themselves sends you a plaque, and you don't make much from YouTube at that point. I think the 1 million and 5 million is where money-wise it gets bigger. I don't know how much or anything, but I think that also depends on length of videos, how many videos,
interactions, comments, likes, dislikes. I mean, like I say, when I get 1,000 subscribers and I can go live, Devin has the channel over here. I don't know if you want to watch him go live because he'll probably be hiding in the trunk on his phone. But then again, him being live might make him work more. Maybe I should put cameras up. If he knows he's being watched, he might work and not nap.
No, because then I'd be doing funny stuff while you're not looking.
No, but really, when I get 1,000 subscribers, I'll set it up over here, and I'll run it live. And you can look in the background if you see Devin back here and he's working on something you're interested in, and I catch a break, I might carry the camera over there and set it up and run it on him live for a little while. I don't think we would have a problem with that. It's just when you comment, we're not going to be able to respond. Maybe later we can go back and go through the comments and help you out if, like, during the build you see something we did and you're curious as to what it was. We go back and check the comments right now. While there's a low volume of people commenting, we can probably get to it, but end up getting 2,000 people on here watching it. It's going to be hard to keep up with comments. It's going to be hard to answer everybody's question. Like a lot of the guys that's on here right now, I gave them my phone number, or they know how to contact me personally, and I don't mind helping them. Yeah.
You mentioned comments, and that reminded me.
Go said, "Don't believe the hype." YouTube. Yeah. Everybody thinks that all these people that's on YouTube's making bank. They're not. By no means.
There might be a 10-year-old out there playing a video game making as much as we make in a month.
But that's a 10-year-old.
That's a 10-year-old, and that's all he does is play video games. He does nothing else.
So,
yeah.
The only way that we'll make any money off of it is if anybody donates. And like I say, the Firebird that's being donated, given to me to do with the channel, it was given to me, and the same person that gave me the car when I first started this YouTube channel, he donated $300 to me through PayPal, Cash App, one of them. He messaged me, "Hey man, I want to send you some money, help you get some equipment," and he sent me $300. I had somebody send me, they bought on Amazon, got the address, and sent stuff here to me saying Merry Christmas, and it was some SD cards, some batteries, some rechargeable batteries. I ended up, I got the GoPro Hero 9. So yeah, the money and people helping out has been great. Got some tripods, we got some lights and stuff, but we need more. Obviously, gimbal, some other cameras, 1,000 subscribers mainly.
1,000 subscribers, yeah, that is a big thing. And I realize that our subscriber goal at the bottom is off. We're actually at 836, not 841.
Appreciate it, Andy. I think you actually commented or something on something, and I was going to get to answering that question. Like I say, I've been at work all day. Not sure if it was you. I know somebody did, but I try to, and that's another thing with this moving my computer from home. At home, I have a separate monitor that I hook into it, so I'll put up something. Some of you guys that have YouTube channels, I know we get credit for hours watched, for views and likes. So usually I pick somebody that's on my channel that has a channel. I go in there and I look at their video and I click on it and I let it play and I listen to it while I'm moving pictures from my phone, trying to organize them, because right now I'm trying to get all my pictures organized into a hard drive so that I can do this build sheet, make this book, give out the measurements and stuff, and what we found that works. But I get home and I'm stuck in this thing. I get home and I'm sitting in front of it and I'm watching TikTok and I'm doing all this, and I ain't making no name for myself by sitting there on TikTok supporting somebody else that's throwing ping pong balls, bouncing them off pots and pans. I don't get it. I could go off on a whole other thing on that. But anyways, I get there and I watch these videos. Yes, they're funny. They're cool to look at, cool to give views. But really, my New Year's resolution is to get in front of my computer and do stuff and concentrate on me. Put myself first, put my name out there, and Battery dead.
I think the battery died on the mouse.
It's a rechargeable one. They're over there in the thing.
Oh. Nope, we're good.
I want to dedicate a schedule. So I get off at 6, get home by 7, go down from 7 till 8, work on my channel, work on my stuff, and then dedicate a day to come up here and do videos. I want to try to start putting out a video every week. All my videos that's on YouTube right now, I want to remake them. I want them in better quality. I know they worked. Everybody's told me that they're awesome, straight to the point. They understand, but I would like to redo them, put a little more into it. Don't know if I'll delete them, leave them, just remake them. But
I don't know if the computer's lagging or the mouse is dying.
I don't know.
I broke it.
Is the thing still up? It's still up there.
Yeah, it's still up there. We're still good.
So yeah, just want to concentrate on the channel, concentrate on the TikTok. Not so much the TikTok, but that is like one of the biggest platforms to get views and names.
Not watching the TikTok, but making the TikTok.
Yeah, not watching it, making it. So that's my plan. My goal is me this year. I want to put myself out there. I want to be a better person and a better person for you guys. Want to help people out. I enjoy helping you. Obviously, Devin does, because I was doing this alone, and Devin's like, hey, I'll stay up here. He didn't have to stay up here. He didn't have to take time off of his. He ain't getting paid. I ain't getting paid. We're sitting up here. Like Andy says, he appreciates it, and we appreciate you. Every one of you guys.
That we do. All of you guys watching, we appreciate it very much so. Don't mind me, I'm doing 6 things at once.
Yeah. Devin handles all the
techie stuff.
The tech stuff, so. But yeah, maybe next week we'll get the floor parts. I got to check on that with Jason. Floor components, I had them, but we needed them, so I ended up using them on some builds. I had front floor, trunk floor. I think I was missing one frame rail, but I got the frame rail now, but now I don't have the floors because we used them on a build for a paying customer. But I'll get some, and we'll build the floor, show you how we do it. I don't know if it's going to help you. I know some of the stuff that I talk about while building it will help. It'll probably help a lot of people that ask about building a jig and the measurements on that. It'll possibly help on it. People think that they can build it. I actually watched a YouTube.
Huh? You're snorting.
I watched a YouTube of this guy that was doing a charger. And he was replacing the trunk floor and the rear frame rails.
Oh, I saw that.
And
up on the lift?
He was doing it on the lift.
Yeah, I saw that.
I have no idea how that happened, and I don't know if it actually worked.
Well, the thing is that he had already replaced the quarters and the tail panel.
Yeah.
He had already done the outer shell. And I was looking at it because, honestly, I might have been sitting here on this computer when I'd seen it. But I was just confused because he had there was no trunk floor and there was old frame rails, but then he cut the frame rails out about just behind the shock mount cross member. He'd cut it out, and I was just confused.
This part here that was built, he built it. It was sitting on the floor. I don't know how he got the measurements to make it and weld it before he put it in, but he did. He didn't go into detail of how he got all those measurements and stuff. I mean, it's like this part here. It's got indentions right here. Yes, naturally, you would think that those indentions go right here on these little tabs. But a lot of times, they're overlapping them. So if you center it on there and weld it to it, guess what? These holes right here, that's for your front fender. You go to bolt your front fender on and you find out you got a gap this big in your front fender in your door because you welded this right here. I don't know what to tell you. Don't build these things on the lift. Don't build these things on the rotisserie.
No, I think a rotisserie is worse than a lift.
Yeah.
I really
The rotisserie, it's holding up both ends of the car so it's sagging in the middle.
And then you start twisting, you know.
Yeah, you grab the car here and you roll it. Well, what do you think the front's doing? The front's dragging, so it's bending.
Yeah.
It's not a good idea. We get cars here that people have worked on, and we see all kind of crap. And we can near about, we've done it long enough that we can look at it and say, yep, this one was built on a rotisserie. Or, yep, this one here was built by, I understand. Everybody ain't got a spot welder.
Oh, yeah.
But
I
the
understand
one thing that you need to do if you don't spend money on anything else is make some kind of platform to build the car on to where you can pull measurements. Because when you got a car hanging up in the air on a rotisserie, where are you pulling measurements? Where are you checking to see if your rocker's level? Are you putting a level up on it and saying, oh, it's level? That don't happen. This right here, this floor, on the front of it, it's got a laser. The laser is centered of the table all the way down. It's marked. There's a mark on the back. We make sure that it's on every mark. It hits all the marks. We pull all our measurements off of it. That laser can be off.
Yeah.
If this table's not level. So in the morning when I get here and I roll this table back around right here, I'm going to put a level on the table across here. And I'm going to turn the pads down and I'm going to level the front. I'm going to level the rear, and then I'm going to go back and check the front and make sure the front's level. Turn my laser on, make sure that I'm hitting all my key locations down on my jig, and then I know I got a level platform to measure off of. And this rail is level with it because this thing was built on a frame machine that's level.
Perfectly level.
So this bar that we run across here any way we want, we can pull measurements. If I want to know how far it is up a pillar to the bottom of the bolt on the hinge, I got a measurement for it. I can check it here, and then I can go on that side and I can check it. I can check my rocker height out here. I can check my frame height with all that set by where it's sitting at.
Yep.
I can stick it in the back and I can check my quarter panel height, and I can see, oh, well, this one's a ½ inch lower than that side over there. That explains why my gap is so tight at the top up here and way open down here. It's simple. With a rotisserie, there's no way to pull measurements, and I don't know how anybody builds them without measurements, because I don't think I can build them without measurements.
No.
And I do this every day. These people that's out there building them on rotisseries and stuff, they might build one car in their lifetime, and that was it, or they might build them every 6 months. We build one car each a month, sometimes 2 cars a month each. So we see these cars come in and out of here, 4 to 5 new cars a month that come in here and get built and leave out. And we're efficient with it, we're quick with it, because we have the proper stuff to do it with, and we have a way to measure.
And
spot weld works great.
It
but
does.
I guarantee you I could punch holes in every bit of this and weld it with
weld.
and plug weld every bit of it, and it would look pretty much like it would if it was spot welded, except for you ain't gonna see a spot weld. And I could probably do it in the same amount of time. If I got down on it, I could probably do it in the same amount of time. But if I just flowed with it like I normally do, it might take me a little while longer because there's a lot of grinding.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
But if you learn, and I'll show in a video of how to do a plug weld, how I do a plug weld, when I in the correct size to do a plug weld. When I do the plug weld, I can do the plug weld to where when I finish off, I can hit it with the 80 grit barely, and it'll look like a spot weld.
Yeah.
It'll have the indentation, and it'll look like a spot weld.
That's one thing. When I started, I didn't know how to weld or anything. I picked up a welder, started doing it, and I was actually cleaning the shop on Fridays. And, you know, I'd ask, like, hey, is it okay if I grab some of the scrap metal here and practice? Because, you know, I watched one of Craig's videos on welding. And I found out very quickly that I hate grinding. So I just tried to get better at welding. So that way now when I do plug welds, depending on, say, the metal, if the metal's clean and not rusty or whatnot, I can just about get it to where it looks like a spot weld if you just barely hit it with some 80 or anything.
Yep, that's correct. Go.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna do it right. You ain't gotta buy this much metal and build it. I mean, it ain't gotta be this perfect. Just as long as you got some place to pull measurements from.
And one thing also is not only, so like the Mopars and the GMs, they don't have a full frame. The only one that does is a Chevelle. So, you know, doing frame rails and stuff like that, you know, you can't just build the car on the frame. But see, like this 55, it's got a full frame. You know, we don't have a table that we're building it on. It's just basically built the car, make sure everything works, everything looks good, and measuring out from measurements before and squaring it out, and then it's just going from there. And that's just about with every vehicle.
Yeah,
you could do that.
The 55 right here. It's a prime example of building without a table. Yeah. The car came here. We don't have a table. We don't typically build them. The floor in here I know is not level.
I've got a pretty level spot over there. I'm not gonna lie.
It's pretty indented over there from that last car. It took 9 months. It was settling. No, but this car come in. We don't have a table. So the first thing I did with the car was put it up on jack stands.
Yeah.
Got it as close to level as I could by the floor, and the jack stands being at the same height. And you don't put it on the frame. Build it on the suspension. You won't, if you're going to put it on the front, put it up under the lower A-arm. You want to put it on the rear end. You don't want to put it on the body. You don't want to put it on the frame. You want it on the suspension.
Because that can change, you know, the car can change once it settles onto its suspension.
Yeah.
If you build it on just the frame.
So, got it up on the jack stands, and the very first thing I did was walk around with the tape measure because I knew it was going to be right there. That's where I was going to build it at. I got me a Sharpie. I walked around and I pulled measurements from the floor up, and I wrote them. And I drew lines on the parts to where I was pulling that measurement, so I didn't look and see, what's this 41.5? Where was I measuring this from? I had a line with an arrow and a line, and I did the whole car. I did the inside of it. I pulled the measurements to the roof skin, to the top of the door edge, X'd it out, wrote down all my measurements. Half of them still in there. A lot of the measurements are on the old panels that I cut off. But I pulled all my measurements, and then when I put the car back together, I checked those measurements to make sure that that's what it was, and that's how you build one of these. Don't do it on a rotisserie. If you're gonna build it on its suspension like that, and it'll work. Like
we're begging you, don't do it on a rotisserie.
Dennis said that they're bringing their 69. I mean, Dennis is one of those guys. He was building it, and he had some stuff going on, and I asked him why he was doing it. I ended up giving him 2 quarter panels to do this build because it was a father-son project, and I wanted him to do it. Didn't know the guy, never met him ever. Gave him the quarter panels. He drove down here, met. He walked around the shop. We talked. His wife about killed him because he wouldn't come on because he talks about as much as I do. So we were both pretty into it in here, and his wife kept coming in like, let's go. Or it was probably me keeping him. I don't know. But ended up, he said that he was going to bring his car here. So his son called and scheduled, and he brought it. But at least he was building it on jack stands. That's the proper way to do it if you ain't got a jig.
Yeah.
Do you have any update on or confirmation from Craig to go ahead with the info for first-gen Camaros?
I'm assuming the measurements book.
Yeah. I haven't really talked with him yet. Yeah. So I hadn't really talked with Craig yet about the measurements for the jig itself. I don't really see it as a problem. It's probably going to be okay. But I mean, he does let me do the videos. He does know that the TikTok goes on. He's getting more into it. I think he might come up here one day. I don't know where Popeye went. Is he still hanging? Oh, he's still hanging in there. He's the one that come up with the Popeye thing.
Yeah.
And Go Garage said Craig has videos on it, and yes,
doing plug welds.
We have videos. We sell the videos. Craig does. We have them in there. These are some that he gave me to give away and all.
None of it's got any of the welding in it, I don't think.
Door skinning, panel perfect, hand forming patch panels, full floor installation, center trunk floor replacement, quarter panel replacement for dart, installing front sheet metal. So he does have that video.
Yeah, I believe it's just MIG welding on sheet metal, auto body MIG welding or something. That was actually, I was handed that video and was told to go home and watch it. And I did, and just from that one video, I was able to come in and start to figure out how to weld. Now, don't ask me anything on the technical side that you would get from like going and getting certified. I've got no idea. But you hand me a welder, 2 pieces of metal, I can weld it.
Yeah, so I guess we're probably gonna wrap it up. It's 9 o'clock, and
good grief, you've gone
on 2 hours.
Yeah, we've gone on for 2 hours, 3 minutes, and 10 seconds, and counting.
But yeah, I'm gonna do the video on my version of plug welding, and like I say, when I do it, typically it's very little grinding. You can hit it with 80 grit, and it's done. And it looks like a spot weld. So we're going to do this and send them videos you want to learn. I don't have anyone teaching. We got you, Andy, and appreciate it. So, yeah, we're going to do them videos. We're going to get everything going, and hopefully we'll start doing some live working here maybe the week after next. I doubt it this week because the car will just be getting here. Can't really do no cut down videos on it because it's pretty much cut down. I am going to send it to blast and get it coated, epoxy coated.
Yeah.
What's left of it.
Yeah. And this weekend is the street trucks.
Street trucks.
So we're going to be busy.
Yeah, we're going to be busy
weekend,
there.
for sure.
Y'all come down, visit.
Yeah.
I would say if you came down this week and visited, I have a place for you to stay, but my house is packed.
Full house.
And the vacation house is packed too. So we have no room. I have family in one house, and then coming up to stay in one house, and then our house, it's going to be full. My daughter, my son, their sister, one of my friends from back home, and the guy that is bringing, I know his name, I just say the guy because I don't like to put anybody out there on what their business is, so yeah. I just say the guy. I appreciate him, he knows it. He cuts up with me all the time. I think he called me a punk the other day. He probably picks on my man bun. I think he did maybe one night. Said lose the man bun or something.
I think so. I can't remember.
But anyways, it's all in fun.
See,
that's what it's about.
I keep mine hidden.
that man bun is the little knot for my brain. It is knowledge. Samson can't cut it. I'll lose my knowledge. But love you guys, and let's see, checking the last of them. Great show, guys. Love you. Hope you have a great evening. Thanks. That's my brother. If you don't know him, Josh Mays Diesel. Love you, brother. Love everybody, and we'll see y'all next Tuesday.
Next time, yeah.
Yeah, or maybe Street Trucks Live.
Who knows?